finance and investment is one of the key challenges of the energy transition. We need to get money to the right places and we need to get it there efficiently. Javier, what are some of the bottlenecks in the finance and investment process in energy projects?
Very good question. So first, you need a stable and attractive regulatory framework in place to be able to attract that investment and the investors. Second, investors do have multiple options to invest in energy transition and different technologies. And they will be looking for companies and technologies and processes that are as efficient as possible to give them confidence and trust. For that to happen, the companies involved in the energy transition to attract that investment from investors, then they need to change the way they are operating at the moment, make operational efficiency a key motto of their operations, be as lean as possible, and work with third-party partners to make that possible. And with their partners, I mean sort of contractors, for instance, to deploy the capital required, or landowners, for instance. Mm-hmm. And then you also need to have the skills required to manage all that capital flow and deliver that operational efficiency. Mm-hmm. That's number one. Second, at the end of the day, the energy transition should flow around the customer. We are talking a lot about the capital that is required, but then you also need, with that alone, that won't get us there, what is needed. You also need to bring the customer into the mix, into the picture.
So we've spoken about processes and the customer. What is the role of the customer in the energy transition?
Yeah, so as I was saying, so capital solutions is only part of the solution, but it won't take us there. By shifting to non-capex solutions, or things that will maximize what can be done with the existing infrastructure today, then we'll have more chances of getting where we need to get. And for that to happen, you need to improve how you communicate with the customer, how you optimize their experience. So it's great to give them information on their energy consumption, but you need to take one step further and ensure that you make their life easier to be able to interact on a, for instance, demand response program or a smart EV charging program. It's like, what happened in the banking industry 5-10 years ago that, and transform the way the banks were connecting to their customers. The same needs to happen in the utility industry.
The technology landscape is evolving extremely quickly. How is Salesforce using AI in their processes, specifically around data?
Okay, so the amount of data that utilities in general have is massive. And they need to catch up on investments to be able to make the most out of that data. You need to be able to ingest the data from different systems. They have multiple IT systems in the backend at the moment. They need to be able to ingest all that data from the backend systems, harmonize it, and clean it up to make sure that that data is available to bring the intelligence on top of that. A key aspect of bringing AI and specifically Gen AI into this mix is trust and ensuring that you keep the information within the boundaries of the company, given that this is a heavily regulated industry. Salesforce is investing heavily on those areas. How you manage the data better, how you bring intelligence into the mix once you have the right data in place, and finally, ensuring that trust is a key component of how we deliver any technology at all, and we are applying that to Gen AI.
Okay. Talking of trends, what do you see in 2024 changing the landscape?
We are really, really excited about what I just said about data and Gen AI. And you can basically, most of the companies at the moment in any sector are thinking, hey, we need to do something on this, but we are not sure how to do it. what we are trying to bring to them is package solutions around that. It's not them figuring out how I'm gonna capture the right data and making use of that, but don't do that work for them and bring in specific solutions into the sort of customer experience layer. Salesforce is very good in, we are number one platform on customer experience. We want to integrate the data and AI into that customer experience and bring specific solutions for them to quickly deploy that. We think there is going to be a massive transformation in this area over the next 5 years.
Javier, thanks so much for your insights. For more insights, be sure to join the Enlit community.